Hello everyone, MC here, catching up on the 31 Days of Tarot. If you've watched the previous video just before that one, I had to cut it because the sunlight was strong and we could not see anything anymore at the screen. So I was now at question 28 of the 31 questions. Question 28, what is your go-to tarot book and why? Sorry, I have my cat walking upstairs and I'm afraid she falls. So go-to tarot books. Right now I have a really strong bound with the steampunk tarot, so I often go to the booklet which came with the deck. I find it really precise in the descriptions of the cards. It's really resonating a lot with me. And for more in-depth research, I turn to Rachel Pollack, the 78 Degrees of Wisdom, which is quite something of a reference, so this is quite good. And she also has a small handbook, which I also use. And of course, I always like the little white book which come with every deck. I think every deck creator has something important to say about the cards, so usually this is one of my first go-to book when I'm into research about the meaning of a card. Question 29. Oops. How do you feel about tarot deck modification? Do you draw on decks? Do you trim the borders? No, no. I like my decks perfectly clean cutted, like, and I would never dare to try to trim by myself because I know that the cards would be all unequal. Then I would not use the deck anymore. I need the edges to be super sharp and clean cut. And yeah, if I would do it by myself, I think I would just end up having to buy a new version of the deck because it needs to be industrial quality clean cut for me. And I would also not draw on decks. It's funny because I'm a person who writes in every books she owns. Even fiction, often you will find underline in my books. But a tarot deck, I could never touch it. So maybe this will change with time. Let's see. Question 30. Do you carry out predictive tarot reading? Yes, no, why? I have a problem with predictive reading because it feels uncomfortable to me to challenge the tarot that way. I think this is a very precious connection that we have with source or the divine when we use tarot, and to start to do predictive reading is, yeah, it's a bit like challenging your best friend, and I'm not comfortable about that. I think in some area you can ask for business deals and stuff like that, but for really life-altering questions like pregnancy, death, birth, yeah, I have a problem with that. I would not challenge the cards, and because if it does not happen, what the cards predicted, I feel I would lose trust in the cards maybe, or in my capacity to read them. Yeah, this is really tricky, predictive reading. I don't know. I would do it for certain questions, certain situations, but I would be really careful about that. I'm not super comfortable about predictive reading. Question 31, the last question. What question do you most often ask the tarot for yourself and for others? What do I need to know right now? Although I think it's not the best question to ask, I think often I just don't know what to ask. And it is really important with tarot to be extremely precise with your questions. You get a bit the result of the quality of your question. So it's really important to think long about your question and to be really precise. And the question, what do I need to know right now? For me, it's always a bit too large. So I changed that lately to what do I need right now? Because what do I need to know? It's questioning the rational, the ego a lot. And if you just say, what do I need right now? I think it's really something which starts from the heart. And what you need and what you need to know is really different. So yeah, so I think I will change that from now on to what do I need? What do I need right now? In the previous video I discussed that, but it's one of my favorite spread right now, to ask what do I need right now and how or where can I get it? How can I fulfill this need? So that's it. This was question 31. I really enjoyed doing this challenge, even if I could not complete it in January. I kind of knew that I would not do it. If I have a strict deadline, it's almost for sure that I'm not respecting it. So I apologize for that. But I really enjoyed watching your videos and discovering new channels, new people, also discussing stuff online with you guys. So I will see how my channel will evolve. I have some ideas. I find it really important for me to create something which is really in tune with me. If I continue recording videos, I really want to, how could I say, to do something which is really true to me, which is which sounds and feel really authentic. Like I said, I think in the first video of this 31 Days of Tarot series, the question was, the first question was a reading, the energy for this year, and my card was the Queen of Swords. So yeah, it's really important for me to not just do things to do them, but really to find new channels of expression where I can really express my true self. And this is my goal with this channel. So yeah, I have a bit of an idea what I want to do with it, but I will see in the coming weeks how it feels. But I'm happy that I completed the challenge, and super happy to have met every one of you, everyone who commented and who subscribed. So I'm really looking forward to what will follow, and I thank you for watching, and I see you soon. Bye bye.